welcome to my channel. This is a look I'm going to show you how to do. The face part is like a skeleton zombie that has blood all in the teeth and everything, with all the skin ripped out around the edges. And then the neck, so it's gone dark outside, you see, so I'm trying to use my light up there, so all the light's all funny. So the neck part, let me bend back. You can see like the, is that called a spine? You can also see up my nose. Yeah, you can. And that's all like manky, as if like it's been eaten, but this part's been eaten right down to the bone, you know? So this look took me a little while because it's a mixture of both face paints and special effects, and I couldn't make my mind up what to do the skin around the edges made from. I was thinking either between something like gelatin, or which is like an alternative, put the hands down, which is like an alternative to silicone compound mixtures, but I ended up just using latex and tissue, and I actually think I blended it into the skin really well. And every time I like touch my face I get blood everywhere, so it just gets more zombie fire every time I touch my face.
I'm starting by pulling my hair back with a headband so I can't get it stuck in any latex or anything. Using a white eyeliner, I'm mapping out the area where I'm going to do the skull on the face. I've done one side of the neck so I can cut this video length down. But basically I'm using liquid latex, and just like I've done with the face where I've mapped it out with white eyeliner, I did that on the neck, and then I'm putting 1-ply toilet paper over the top of that, and then liquid latex over the top again. As you can see, I have painted on the inside of the white line on my face with a white face paint. To blend this into the skin, I'm applying more liquid latex around the edges of the tissue paper and kind of pulling it outwards so it fades into the skin. Now I'm doing the same thing with the face, where I'm outlining the white face paint with a layer of liquid latex, and then putting a piece of 1-ply toilet paper on top, and then I'm putting liquid latex back on top again and pulling it outwards to blend it into the skin. So now I have to blend all of this liquid latex and paper into my skin, so I'm using a mix of these 4 foundations and creating the right shade for my skin. And then I'm using a sponge because I think this gives a more seamless finish, and I'm patting that all over the latex and the skin around it to help blend it in. I'm doing this on the neck and the face. Now I'm going around the face on the inside of the latex, and I'm pulling that away from my skin. This gives the effect that the skin is coming away from my face so that it's not attached to the skeleton part. And I'm also going to move on to the neck and do the same thing there, so it looks like it's opening up and like all my neck's hanging out and it's all really, really gross. I'm just adding another layer of white face paint onto the skeleton part because it is kind of a little bit transparent. Then I'm going in with a red face paint. This one I have at the moment isn't a particularly very good one, but it will do the job for now. And I'm going onto the inside of all of the neck piece and I'm making that look red and fleshy. No idea what I was doing there. I'm now taking some of that same red face paint and I'm applying that under the layer of the latex skin that we've created. This just obviously gives it the effect that it is peeling away or has peeled away from the body. Now I'm going in with a black face paint and I'm applying that just under the layers of the latex skin that we've created, and then I'm blending that in and also dabbing it around on the red flesh to give it more of a texture and flesh-like look to it. Obviously the more black you apply to the centre of the cut, this is going to make it look more deeper, if that's the word, I think so. Now I'm going to start doing the detail on the skull parts on my face. I have seen other makeup artists do the nose slightly different to me. Some of them do it, as they say, a fox shape. I just do it this way because I personally prefer that, but if you'd rather do it a different way, then that's fine. As you can see, I do like to leave a small white stripe between the two pieces of black arrows, and that is kind of like the cartilage that goes up your nose. So now I'm going in and hollowing out the chin. I am kind of making the chin more pointy, and obviously because your skull is a slightly different shape to your face, you do have hollow parts. And then I'm bringing that in just under the jawline with a small edge. Back to to the good old liquid latex. Then I'm taking the liquid latex and I'm applying that in a line just above my top lip. And I've actually taken individual white false nails and I've measured them to the shape of each of my teeth. This step isn't necessary, I just wanted to do that, so yes. So again, to cut the length of the video, I'm going to go off and do the bottom teeth. So I'll be back with you in a second. Now that the teeth have done, I am going onto some pieces of cotton wool which I have soaked in liquid latex and shaped to the shape of my spine. And I'm applying that inside the neck with more liquid latex. As you can see, this isn't actually applying very good. I should really have applied this before I went in with the red face paint because the latex isn't really sticking to that very well. So I am trying to get that to stick. So this is the look so far, and under there where I've done in the shading. So to make these bones more messy, I'm just applying some red face paint just around the edges, just messily obviously. Then something I like to do is use black face paint and lightly apply that literally on the edges of the skin, and this kind of gives it a little bit more definition, and if there's any holes in the skin I also stick the paintbrush in there and it just makes it look more realistic, and I think it makes it look like it's actually coming off more. Now I'm using a coagulated blood. I think that's how you say the word, but I can never actually say it. Now this blood doesn't actually dry, so I like to apply that where I want it to stay looking wet, like around the teeth, to make it look like you've freshly eaten some peoples. And then a little bit just around the bones and the face paint, just to make it look more gammy and gory and delicious, if you're a zombie and you like that kind of thing, you know? So now I'm using some of this squirty blood, and I'm just applying that where I want to give the effect of the blood running around. So obviously just a little bit out my mouth to make it look like I have eaten people. But the thing is with blood, you don't want to apply so much that you kind of ruin the detail that you've done. If you put too much blood around the face, then you'd start covering up the face paint and all that good stuff, so don't apply too much. But that rule doesn't really apply around the cuts, so I'm using a squirty blood and I'm just squirting that everywhere because, you know, I've just eaten humans, so I'm wearing their blood all over and it's looking gross.
If you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. So yeah, like this video if you liked it. I also have a blog which is www.fergzillis.blogspot.co.uk. I'm over on Twitter, Instagram, everything. I'll put the links down there, and I'll also put all of the products I've used over on the blog where I do like a more informative description. Next time I think I might do my special effects earlier so I can use the natural light instead of that. Yes? I'm waiting for my brother to get out of the shower so I can get all of this off my face. Looks like that's my nose, but it's not. Well, it is, but I know it looks like a gorilla or something. Oh my god, look at this bit here. Ugh. So, I'm gonna go now because this is making my skin crawl now. Zombie kisses. Thanks for watching. Bye!